So we're a little past 2 years since the start of the pandemic, and things have gotten really crazy. Everything is so expensive. Housing has gone through the roof, gas, groceries, everything costs more than it did 2 years ago. So what is going on? A lot of people are unable to pay their mortgages and they are late and getting delinquency notices in the mail. When you get a delinquency notice, it is not a good feeling. You're basically thinking, oh my God, I'm gonna lose my home. What do I do? A lot of people are looking at the situation. Remember, millions and millions of people were in forbearance at the beginning of 2020, and a lot of them have come out, but maybe they still can't afford their mortgage. Those people right now are looking at themselves and going, what can I do with myself? This is a journey that people don't want to go on, but you have to understand that you are on a journey. And I'm gonna show you a couple ways to make it a little bit easier for you of how you can get out of the situation where you can't pay your mortgage or you're behind and the bank won't work with you. I've represented thousands and thousands of people who were late on their mortgages and who were unable to pay their bills and who were at that point looking at the face of foreclosure, default, and the loss of their homes. The problem is, and what I've learned in representing people, is that when you're in this situation, although there are some options and some ways of saving your homes, those options are limited. They're very limited options on ways for you to save your home. I'm going to take you down the ways that I've learned in the 14 years that I've represented people with loan modifications and foreclosure and other problems with their mortgages. Now, the first thing that I've talked about in many other videos, and if you go through my videos, you're going to see this, is the loan modification option. Now, you always have to start here. This is always your first step when you are behind with your mortgage, other than actually coming current. But if you don't have the money, you're going to have to ask for a loan modification. Loan modifications at this point are easier to get than ever before. Like I said, I've been doing this for many, many, many years, and I can tell you that a lot of people, especially after 2008, were trying to get loan modifications and they were denied. However, in 2022, there are a lot more loan modification options for people and more people are getting them. So start here. Most banks have a system set up where you can apply, you can get their applications, and you can watch some of my videos that I talk about how you can do it yourself. But that is your first step. Try to get a loan modification. Now, if you're denied for loan modification, then you can try the second step. Now, this is important to understand that we are in May of 2022. I'm sorry, June of 2022. And when you are looking at your options, make sure that you understand that this option, the half option, is an option that's only available right now. This option will run out. The money will run out for this program. This is a government program, money that was given to the states to make people come current. If you haven't heard about this, look at my other videos. Go onto my channel page. I've got dozens of videos about half. But basically, for you to understand that half is a way that you can get a grant from the federal government through your state to come current with your mortgage. Now, there's a couple negative parts to this. It's not guaranteed. It's a very strict program that deals with income and other related factors. It's not credit based, but you need to have a certain, you have to be below a certain amount of income. It's pretty generous, but some people might be over it and still can't afford to come current. So you have to make sure that you make that. And the problem also is that a lot of people are seeing that it's a delayed program, that they applied and they haven't heard back. And this is causing a lot of stress. However, this is a very real thing, and you should be looking at half if you are behind on your mortgage and you've been denied a loan modification. The last thing that we're going to talk about is something that people don't want to hear about, but you should have this in your arsenal. If all things fail and you cannot get a loan modification, you cannot get half, you should consider what's called a cure and maintain plan in a Chapter 13. Now, you can Google this, but I'm going to tell you what this is. Basically, it's a way that you can come current with the arrears, with what you owe the bank, all the back payments. You have a 5-year plan that you can basically take what you owe and spread it out over 5 years and continue making your ongoing mortgage payment and pay back what you owe. This is a great option if you fell behind because you were unable to pay your bills because of sickness or something that happened, and now you're back on your feet and you're making money. This is a fantastic option. This is pretty much, I hate the word guaranteed. Lawyers don't like that word. However, if as long as you make your plan payments to the court, this is a way that you're very surely going to force the bank to take your late payments and spread them out over 5 years. Now, if you are in a situation that you cannot control because you are looking at foreclosure, don't despair. I've talked about many options: the loan modification option, the half option, the Chapter 13 option. There are options. Don't give up. Giving up is a mistake. Right now in 2022 is the best time I've ever seen. I've been doing this from before 2008, and I've helped people, thousands of people in these situations. And this is the best time that I've ever seen for loan modifications and for mortgage assistance. So don't give up, get out there, apply, watch my videos, and go for it.